Yeah, Matt Mosley Show, the YouTube edition. And we come to you live. You're looking live at the Brazos Landing today. A gathering crowd out here. I love this. This is my. There's a lot of cool bars. There's a New Orleans bar, and there's this outdoor. Oh, it's the what used to be Buzzard Bellies, but now it is the beautiful Brazos Landing. But they left this outdoor bar right by the water. And some of my old radio people are like, it's too hot. It's too hot. I don't want to be out there. I love it. I love it. I love the scenes. And for my money, Scotty, this is one of the more unique settings in all of Central Texas, okay? You set up shop out here. You'll be able to see right behind us, over my left shoulder, behind Scotty there, the Brazos River. You'll see folks run by on the Bear Trail. A lot of these folks seem to be in better shape. Not than you. You seem to be in fine shape.
Don't ask me to run and prove that. We'll be okay.
It's scary how good a shape. I think most of them are on the cross-country team, but you'll see them run by in the background. And then of course, the fabled Foster Pavilion back there. We love this place. In fact, we watched the Baylor game here on Saturday, okay? So we do not endorse things we don't believe in, and we believe in the Brazos Landing. And this is it's just a fun bar. I just think this is fun. I think they get some misters behind us. I'd like to kind of get those right on me, Scotty, if we could direct those right over.
Don't worry, I'll climb up there right away and get that on you.
Please, yeah. I appreciate it. So lots to get to. Scotty Swingler with me as always. And Scotty, a lot of times we'll both be in separate studios to be together in person. Now we do the pregame show together, the Baylor, the Green and Gold Game Day show. That'll happen Saturday morning. In fact, people are vying. They're battling to see who's going to be our guest, which is kind of cool. That's going to be kind of a new contest that I run, and people have to answer a series of questions before they can come on with me. Scotty, I appreciate it. Love the work you guys have done. I love I like the set. I think some of our lunchtime audience was George was listening now, and Bryant, and they were kind of like, wait, who's setting up shop right next to our table? But it was good to have them. In fact, they enjoyed a very good Cajun meal. And then at 2:00, first pitch on that, the Tigers and the Guardians get it on. And we got baseball all day. And, Scotty, what I love is I like Game 7s, and this is a mini version of that because these best of 3 wild card series all come down to tonight. The Yankees were able to extend that series, and now you have a third game tonight at 7:00. You've got the Cubs are playing later today. That's going to be exciting. Cubs-Padres, and then Tigers-Guardians. And some of these matchups, these teams have been chasing each other all year, and it comes down to today. And I love doing this, and we've got a lot for you. In fact, Scotty, we are in this opening segment are going to do Mosley's 3 keys to playing better at home.
Oh, man. We need that.
Mosley's 3 keys to playing better at home. Look, folks are kind of coming out. They actually want to feed the fish, but also I think it's to hear.
There's a lot of family
show.
Activity going on at the Brazos Landing every day.
Yeah. And boy, what'd you have the other day? You had the trio of samplers.
I had a fried trio platter with fried alligator, coconut shrimp, and catfish. French fries, hush puppies. Excellent. Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Probably honestly, I don't think I've had better coconut shrimp in Waco. And again, I don't say things I don't mean. I think that was the best. I even told my mom when I saw her the other day, I said, yeah, we were at Brazos Landing. I had the coconut shrimp. She goes, oh, that's my favorite coconut shrimp in Waco. So good stuff.
Scotty Swingler's mom, connoisseur of fried
she loves coconut
shrimp. Yeah. I like the Bang Bang shrimp, which I think there's a bit of a coconut taste to it. I thought if I said it loud enough, our waiter might hear me.
Well, we should get a plate out here and show everybody.
We might put him on camera. I like his work. Although Becky, he's had he had to put the tie. They still do such a nice job here. and the staff is kind of formal, and they'll put the ties on and everything like that. Scotty, we got major stuff going on. Last night, I watched a documentary, and I told you recently I was watching the SEC documentary. There have been some comments, both you and others, that maybe I'm paying too much attention to the Texas A&M Fighting Ags this year. I mean, I've watched them in the past. This is not completely new, but I do have a daughter that's attending school there. In fact, a high-ranking Baylor official reached out to me within the past 24 hours to ask how my daughter's doing at Texas A&M, and the answer is fine. She's enjoying it. She's been pledging. She's doing the whole sorority thing, so that's great. Last night, I continued sort of my interest in the SEC and all of that. This was not A&M related, but I watched the recent documentary of the Lane Kiffin, kind of the life of Lane, I think it was called, The Life and Times of Lane Kiffin. And it was an hour long, and you forget sort of how hated he was. I mean, it's hard to forget because I think a lot of people still the people from Tennessee truly hate him. Love a good 10-gallon hat. Hello, sir. Welcome out here to the to Brazos Landing. We'll get him on camera as well. Scotty, I liked what I saw. And it was like, you forget, 31 years old. Think of that. That is 2 years younger than you.
Yeah.
He was the head coach of the Raiders. By 33, he was the head coach at Tennessee.
Wow.
And they were doing well, and they loved him. And then he left in the middle of the night. He left to go to USC, didn't end well there either, even though he went 10-2 in a year when they took like 30 scholarships away, back when the NCAA still had some, tough legislation. They would come after you. But he mistimed so many things, and even though he was thought of as a young, great coach, what he was known more for was being a punk and being a youthful guy who got chance after chance, and it wouldn't end well. And he got fired on the tarmac. At USC. Bank executive Brian Fonville has entered the building. My goodness, that is great. That is great. And that's why, boy.
Look, we'll just throw that C&B logo up there real quick.
That's right, since Brian's here. We do it all the time. I know. It's like, oh, and I think he was just in shorts and a Hawaiian shirt today, but he quickly I think he thought he might be on camera, and he's gone into a suit. Good looking young man, and he's pretty good on the tennis court, unfortunately. Although I've played enough now, I would like a rematch. Brian Fonville has stopped by to check on the Mosley show in person. But this Kiffin thing was very interesting to me. And I found him, I have much more appreciation, empathy, whatever, because he just one day decided he wasn't spending enough time with his family. He was drinking too much. He's been sober for about 4 or 5 years. He's done hot yoga. I don't know how many opportunities there are in Central Texas to do some hot yoga. This interests me.
Well,
because it looks like something you could lose weight. Well, it's 119 degrees.
Well, this place doesn't do they don't sponsor the Mosley show yet, so I won't say where. But there's a
hot yoga.
There's a brewery in town that does yoga outside once a week in the evenings. And so if you do that during the summer, might as well be hot yoga here in Waco. It counts.
Yeah. So. That's interesting to know about, and I may look into it.
It's like they give you like a free, if you pay for the yoga session, they give you a free beer. I think that might be a little counterproductive.
I don't know if those two things really go hand in hand.
My sister-in-law loves it. That's her favorite night of the week is
to go.
She does the yoga, and
probably if you just had like one, I think if you follow the yoga with like 3 or 4 pints, maybe a little much. But again, now this Lane Kiffin, though, I just think, and his wife, his ex-wife, and this family was just a gorgeous young family, and the whole thing was he just wasn't spending time with his family, and some things kind of got away from him, and he got fired here, and he got fired there, and he got taken in by Nick Saban. And Nick Saban's done this for a lot of people. Sarkisian, for Lane. And what I had forgotten was like how close Sarkisian and Lane were. Like when Lane got hired at Oklahoma for the Raiders as a 31-year-old, they were trying to hire Sarkisian. And Sarkisian got cold feet, which was the right thing, by the way. You should get cold feet when Al Davis is trying to hire you. And he decided not to pursue it. And then Lane Kiffin, being the cocky, arrogant young man that he was, said, oh, I can do this. And 2 years later, Al Davis was, when he fired him after about 3 games of the season, Al Davis was on camera just killing him. This was circa 2008, calling him a liar. Imagine that. You're 32 years old. You've just gotten your first NFL head coaching job. Your first head coaching job of anything was the Raiders, and Al Davis is on camera. And by the way, when you see Al Davis and you're reminded of how crazy he is, then you should also know that's who Jerry Jones worships. That's who Jerry Jones emulated, was this man, Al Davis. So, and by the way, Scotty, it's good to be with you and kind of monitor kind of what you're up to during a show. You multitask. You have a lot going on. We got a lot of messages coming in, which we appreciate. Check us out, the Mosley YouTube page, and you can comment, and then we get some of these things live, and we read the ones that are very supportive of the show. We read kind of anything that comes in. So we appreciate everybody who's a part of this, and it is great to be at the Brazos Landing. You can see me now, and you can see the lovely Brazos River behind us. All right, a couple of Baylor nuggets. And again, just to finish that, Lane Kiffin, they're 5-0. And then I think he realizes right now everything is about Kiffin. And today there was another big quote from him where he said there will no longer be any dynasties. The old dynasty days of the SEC are over. The days of Kirby Smart and Nick Saban stockpiling linebackers and having like 6 linebackers who are all going to be first-round picks are over, because if guys don't get to play, they go. They leave. And I just thought, my gosh, Lane, are you not getting enough attention? Do you have to now start taking shots at Alabama and these others? But I think he's right. I think he's probably right. Like I have a hard time in this day and age of kids coming and going. First of all, one dynasty has been knocked out, and that would be Dabo's dynasty at Clemson. That one has been obliterated. I don't think Georgia can go on a 2 national titles in 5 years deal anymore. I don't think Alabama can do it. I don't know. I don't know if it's out there for the taking anymore. Agree or disagree?
I don't know. I think 2, maybe not 2 in a row again. That seems unlikely. I do think
but you need 2 or 3 in a row to be a dynasty.
Yeah, but you said 2 in 5 years. I think Ohio State's going to win another one in the next 4 years.
Would we call that a dynasty? Maybe I've given the wrong definition of a dynasty.
Yeah, I don't know.
If they won 2 in 5 years,
Saban would go like 3 and 5, like 3 in a row. The Georgia for a second there, 2 in a row.
Kirby's saying,
right.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. I think there's enough parity at the top to see that in this moment would surprise me. But I don't know. It is a different world, and we are still adjusting to it. And it could change next year. I mean, they could change the playoff format again anytime. It looks like they're going to hold serve at this 12-team thing for a little bit. But, I mean, 2 years from now, Matt, what if we could have the Super League by then?
Yeah, the good news is we're sticking at 12 right now, and the Big Ten has not been allowed to kind of take this thing over because they want like 25 teams in the playoff. They basically want to turn it into the basketball, and they're trying to ruin the basketball tournament too.
Right.
They're trying to ruin the NCAA tournament. Brian, take the jacket off, man. Stay a while. I mean, you could take sport coat on. You're not on camera right now. Brian is now would be a good time to go over there and get a loan or something. Brian's not there to oversee everything. Just head over to C&B. One of their 2 beautiful locations in the Waco area, Temple and then Austin. A couple of Baylor nuggets real quick. Bryson Washington ends up on that. He's questionable.
Yeah.
For Saturday morning. I don't love that.
No.
I don't know. He has been banged up a little bit, and that's probably why I think some of us are like, keep feeding him, keep feeding the ball. I think he's been banged up. He's been playing through it. I think he'll play against Kansas State, but that may be why the other day against Oklahoma State, Michael Allen, Caden Knighton, That was the owner,
Michael Turner.
Michael Turner. I'm sorry. Michael Allen's also on the team, and he does all the devotionals. I got thrown off because I was laughing at Corey. Oh, man. Corey Dickman, the founder, owner of our fine Rogue Media. I mean, the man is showing a lot of versatility today. I mean, he is all over the map.
You got to know how to do everything to run a podcasting network.
A lot of people would sit in their corner office, perhaps at the top of the Alico building. Not Corey. He is out and about today, right in the middle of everything. So worried a little bit about Bryson Washington. I think I saw Cooper Lands on there. Carl's doubtful again. I think we just have to go. I don't think they're going to get anything from Carl Williams this season. That's a bummer. The safety who I like, number 17.
Tyler Turner.
Tyler Turner's also on. I believe he's listed as questionable. So there's some of these players, and again, they've got enough guys. They'll be okay. But I think for a while it was like Carl's on his way. Carl's going to help.
I know.
And it just turns out that's not going to help.
And you mentioned Bryson. I saw the stat today on Twitter. I can't remember who tweeted it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to attribute the individual. But Baylor, 10-1, Matt, in their last 11 games when they rush for 150 yards or better. 10-1. So, I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into wins and losses, but recent history would suggest when Baylor can run the ball for over 150 yards, they win. They win at a tremendous rate. And love Caden Knighton. Think Michael Turner's going to be a good player. Those dudes aren't Bryson Washington. They're not. I mean, Bryson Washington is the engine to that car. Yeah.
Hey, is Dave Aranda like really good on the road? I just feel like we've put so much attention on since 2022, him being so bad at home. I did have that thought, and I've got some things I want to get to. Mosley's 3 keys to playing better at home for Baylor. Okay, I mean that's a little wordy, but we'll get that nailed down.
We'll spruce up the title. Somewhere.
Yeah, put that up. Can you do graphics like right in front of us? Could you just like immediately make a graphic like that?
It would take me 2 minutes. I could have made it.
Yeah, if I'd given you like any indication,
yeah.
but you had a lot on your plate
Here,
today.
you want to, since you're learning how fast we can do things, let's just see how fast we can do something.
What I would like to know is, it is interesting. We've chosen to go, and I think it's worth talking about. They're so bad at home under Dave Aranda since 2022. Now, if I'm Dave Aranda, I'm thinking, hey guys, could you maybe include 2021 when we had like one of the greatest years in school history? Could you not cut out that season? That's what I would say if I was in the Aranda camp. Why do you have to start in 2022? Well, that's really when things got really rough at home. I do think you have to. They're bad at home, but he's been pretty good on the road, so he deserves some credit for that. Now, the thing is, Saturday they're at home. And this is what I call a BYOE game. This is a bring your own energy. I think that's kind of like a Dabo type saying. It's 11 o'clock. It's on ESPN Plus. I don't know that they're going to set records on this crowd Saturday, as much as I'd love to see everybody show up, and I think a lot of the season ticket holders will. I had somebody last night say to me, yes, I'll be there. And yes, I'm bringing some Kansas State fans with me. And I almost walked off the tennis court. There's a little tennis match going on. I don't like that. I don't see the point in bringing teams. And he's watching right now, Brent. I know you're watching, but I don't love the bringing people from the opposite team and then sitting with them. What I really hate, now that's one thing. What I really hate is if you just sell all your season tickets that day. Let's say you have 6 of them. And you go ahead and let K-State people sit in your seats and have
horrible.
6.
Those people should lose their Bear Foundation priority.
I think we're looking into how to do that. I think we've only been working on that for about 20 years. Look at all those bells and whistles you have. You could see.
Is that okay?
And I mean, that's pretty quick. Is that what I look like right now?
That is
I feel like the hair probably needs some adjustments. I feel like I could have done a better job on that. But I do like that camera, that angle right there. Come in. Can you come in for a tight shot? Can you come in a little closer? Please,
we don't have a live camera.
Oh, okay.
Man.
I wanted you to.
You want me to stand
no,
up and
I
do
don't.
it real quick?
I don't want you. That'll be. No, I'm just kidding, Scotty. It's fine. Let's continue what we're doing here. Okay. One other thing.
Here comes Corey.
I love it. I love it. Corey. Okay. Oh, he's coming a little closer. Yeah, don't cut out my head, Corey.
Okay, zoom back into where I had it though.
I tell you.
A little more.
Oh, good.
This is live production.
Yeah.
Right? A little more. Right, one more touch. One more.
I just think it's important to let folks know we are live, right? That proves it. Okay, this is not some kind of tape
You've proven
thing.
it. You've proven it. This is not taped.
We have. Yes,
we are winging it.
Not daily, 1 to 3. The Mosley Show.
Swingler is winging
it. Scotty, this Lewis Brown, is that the young man's name?
Yes.
I'm troubled by this. I'm troubled. I mean, everybody, that's fine. He's going to be there next year. And now
are these still your keys to winning at home, or can I change the graphic?
No. Leave it up. Okay. I'll get to it.
Okay,
I'll get to it. My gosh. You want me to suddenly you want me to stay on time?
Well,
okay.
Lewis, we kind of swerved over to Corey and then Lewis Brown, and
oh my gosh.
I just don't know what we're talking about.
I've certainly never swerved before, but I'm really sorry to shock you with that. Lewis Brown, to me, I fear it's a case of not understanding your personnel quite enough. How do you go into a season talking about this guy over and over and how big he's going to be and how important, and he might be our biggest NFL receiver? Like Dave was saying that. And then 4 games in, it's like he's going to redshirt. We really think he's going to help us next season. Okay. I mean, when you get these guys they got a couple of guys hurt, and that was bad. But you got to, I don't understand it. And by the way, they didn't even have Ashton in that game a couple of weeks ago. Ashton was barely involved in that game. I mean, that's a game you need Lewis.
Yeah,
and they put him out there.
He didn't do much. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we've got to do a better job of kind of identifying all of that. Now, is the graphic? Oh yeah, I love that. Mosley's 3 keys to winning at home. And we do have Campus Confidential coming up. And we may have Fonville sit in with us for Campus Confidential, kind of to see your work. To really, he's come today.
Well, we've only got 2 headsets, so
he can still be on camera. We'll figure it out.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
That's gonna be a good time. Okay,
we do have that handheld mic. We could
the handheld.
They wouldn't have ears. Whoever has that won't have ears, but they'll have a.
We could do that. Yeah, I like that. We'll
winging it.
Yeah, that's okay, buddy.
Once again,
that's what YouTube's for. Okay,
that's right.
We're not trying to be real formal here. Mosley's 3 keys to playing better at home. Okay, number 1, start fast.
Yes.
Throw the first punch. And unfortunately, at home, it's not something they do. And if they're needing the Baylor line to get that done for them, you need to move on to a different era of Baylor athletics. If you're needing the crowd, if you're needing the bear walk, if you're needing something to fire you up for that, you got bigger problems than we even anticipated. So too many times it's like, oh, look, they're playing ball now. It's the 3rd quarter. Look, the defense is playing better. Oh, they're playing, how many times have we had that discussion in home games? Oh, look, late in the game, in that Arizona State game, drive, touchdown drive, another touchdown drive. What's wrong with getting off to a hot start that's not maybe has to be manufactured by going for it on every 4th down? Maybe not. I mean, to me, again, that's part of Dave Aranda's thing is their 3rd downs are what to watch, because too many times on 3rd down, they're desperately trying to think about 4th down. It's okay to make a 1st down on 3rd down. That's allowed, in this era. All right, number 2, as we do our Matt Mosley's ways for winning at home, get some takeaways. And I'm not talking about just the ones that they got to get with Samford, because they got 3 in that game, and that seems to be taking up most of the takeaways for the season. If not for Samford, think about what their plus-minus would be this year. It would be maybe the worst in the country. All right, the pass rush is not there. I mean, if you're going to have a genius, which we're told that they do, and you're going to have a coaching genius on defense, it's kind of like what the Cowboys are experiencing right now. Okay, you don't have Mike anymore. You've got to find a way to manufacture more of a pass rush. Worst in sacks in the conference. They have to be. I think I looked at that. I think I actually saw that they are, but they have 8 sacks on the season. Aren't they 3-2? Aren't we 5 games into this season?
We are.
8 sacks is an embarrassingly low number at this point. Oh my gosh. I mean, all the luminaries are showing up. Pete Souza has it. I know you want me to stay focused. Okay. The
you could say
the
hi
only
to
way.
Pete.
No, I know.
We got to get Pete on the microphone though.
Well, that may have to be an hour or two situation. So the only way to get the fans back and highly invested in things is to win, because it's not like we're going to have a gold out. We got an 11 a.m. We got some breakfast tacos out here. I mean, Blackmar, for me, that can get me to a game alone. What he's doing over there barbecue wise, but for the fan base, you've got to get some wins and you've got to show that you're headed in the right direction. And so part of that to me starts against a Kansas State team that will turn it over. They got a quarterback who likes to run, who will end up taking some punishment if you can put bodies on them, because this team does not tackle. From a tackle rate standpoint, 2 teams in my life that are horrific, Cowboys and Baylor. They don't tackle. All right, that's a problem. So that's going to have to happen, and you're going to have to have a pick in this game. And to me, at home, you always have to win the turnover. You have to be at least +1. You'd like to be +2. Back in the days when Joey was here, people don't want to hear this, it was +3. It was a take 3 situation. And that's what they used to do. All right, third Mosley keys to home win, to getting back into the winning ways at home, which how long has it been? How long has it been since we could say they were a pretty good home team? 2021?
I mean, we beat Samford.
Okay, stop. All right, go back to graphics. I really love that quick graphic you did. Those are the things that really impressed me. All right. Third key to winning at home: tempo. When we talk longingly, and I guess he's showing up, Art's coming by for a big speech here in town. Everybody's sold out. But when we talk about longingly for how fun were those games? How fun was the blackout? How fun was all that? They have a team that can throw for a lot of yards. What they don't really do enough is the tempo, is getting the line of scrimmage, is no huddle, and that's what those teams did. Why did they do it? Well, part of the reason is you can't have the defense adjusting to you if you don't sub out on offense.
Right.
You can get up to the line of scrimmage. This team too many times allowed Arizona State to dictate things by letting those big defensive linemen come trudging out there.
Yep.
And then one time they had to call timeout because of it.
Right.
It's our own fault.
Yes.
It's
correct.
Baylor's own fault
Correct.
for how they handle those situations. So let's go back to this. Light up the scoreboard. I mean, like, the DNA of this fan base, and when it was at its best, and even 2021, but even not even that. I mean, the most fun that anybody was ever having was those 13, 14 teams, and and even 15 to a certain extent, because even on those teams, they were running the ball like crazy, but they were getting to the line of scrimmage. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to sling it forever. You could run for 200, 300, or 400 yards in a game. And by the way, last year when they got on that run, what were they doing? What was Baylor doing? They were running it like crazy.
Matt, people forget, if you go watch that 2014 famous comeback against TCU, how many times they kept handing the ball to Shock Linwood over and over and over and getting 10, 12-yard chunks consistently.
I remember it well. And I remember that game at Texas Tech, being at AT&T Stadium, and just Shock. I got in trouble that game for trying to talk to Shock on the field. I know that'll surprise you. I was hollered at by a member of Baylor's SID department. But, man, those were fun days. That was the game Levi just kept bringing everything back. You want to punt to Levi again? He'll just bring it right back all the way. How about that, by the way? This team had a really good return game last year.
Right.
Baylor. How about
I keep waiting on Josh to break one.
And, I mean, again, I'm all for Palmer Williams. Is that the punter's name? I'm all for Palmer, but we do not need another special teams punt award of the week. Like, leave that alone. Let that be in the past. a punter award.
I'd actually love to see the kicker win it if we'd kick some freaking field goals in the red zone, but that's another matter.
I'm anti-field goal. No, I am pro points. I am pro points.
Well, 3 points is better than 0 points.
That's what I've been told. And if the Cowboys had a recent deal like that, they'd have taken a field goal at some point. Cowboys are going to make a 70-yard field goal.
I was going to say, Cowboys' policy is about to be once you get to the 50, you kick it.
They do that.
Yeah.
And I think you can do it from your own 45. I think they are capable of hitting one from their own 45.
Listen.
Because of the way these K-balls, Pete's off camera right now. But
they're going to try it, and if he hits that, it will be the wildest thing.
It'll be, yes. What's that say?
133. I could have told you that from my computer screen, too.
Okay, good. It's just sad how big those numbers are.
You need to make them a little bigger. You can customize that on your home screen.
I know, but look.
You can change the font.
Look how big that is.
That's some thin font, Matt. It's too thin.
I just can't. But to me, that looked like it could have been a 138.
You need a little girth on that clock there. Yeah, like Pete.
People make fun of my font that I text with.
I'm not going to say which text thread you just opened in front of me.
Well, trying to
notable
get
person.
some folks out. Maybe to our
get them out of here.
Game. Yeah. Thought it'd be good with some heavy recruiting stuff that's taking place. So there are my 3 keys to winning at home. And what I'm not going to do is beat up on the crowd. I feel like the crowd showed up for Auburn. The crowd showed up for Arizona State. So here's what people love to do, especially sports writers, more than anybody in the world. It's like they wait till about 5 minutes before the game, and they love to take a picture, oh my gosh, look at this crowd. Nobody's here. And boy, Rhett Lashley and SMU used to get so mad at that. The Morning News had a young enterprising writer named Sam Blum who covers the Angels now for one of those for The Athletic, and he would take one of those half-empty stadium photos.
Yeah.
If you want to get under the skin, and I don't encourage this. This is a Cam Stewart type thing. Do one of those. Just wait and get the right angle and try to get a bunch of sections where people aren't sitting. That will tick off an athletic department. All right, but I would not advise that. We'll all be out there, and good seats still available. 11 a.m. kickoff. And Pete, by the way, who's doing this game?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. The hometown man on this game, and I guarantee you, and he may even, the secretive, the man who doesn't do interviews, there is a chance, I'm not talking about Pete, there is a chance that Dave Aranda, because I think that's what happens before one of these games, that Pete gets a little sit down with Coach Aranda. Yeah, okay, that could happen, and that would be it's scheduled. Okay, we don't know. Dave, no, I could see Dave getting cold feet. Claude Lindsay has made his way to the Brazos Landing, and always great to see him. The Lindsay family, wonderful food out here, wonderful drinks. They're starting the happy hour a little early for the Mosley show today. I'm just doing iced tea. I think Pete will join me in that. But for folks that want to partake and really get invested in some of this, they're going to start the I don't think I got permission to say this, but I'm just going to ahead and declare happy hour starting early today. All right. And we got first pitch of the AL wild card. This will be the NL wild card. No. It is the AL, the Tigers and the Guardians at 2:00. At 2:00. So that'll be exciting. You come out here, watch some baseball, watch the live Mosley show. All right, we got a lot coming up. In fact, Campus Confidential, Scotty Swingler's favorite segment, is next.